My child, when abundance unexpectedly enters your life, the first thing I want you to learn is not how to display it, but how to preserve it in silence. What is being prepared for you is neither small nor a gift meant only to bring you momentary happiness. It is the fruit of the seasons you endured quietly, the days you remained steadfast when no one was watching, and the times you continued moving forward even when every outward sign made you believe you had been forgotten. I have not forgotten you. I have simply been carrying out a profound work in places human eyes cannot reach, so that when the door opens, you will not only be able to enter, but will also be mature enough to remain standing within it. Therefore, do not rush to tell everyone about the new thing that has appeared. This is not because you must live in suspicion, nor because I want you to fear the people around you, but because some things become more worthy of protection the more sacred they are, especially in their earliest stages. A seed that has just begun to sprout does not need applause. It needs good soil, careful tending, and a quiet season in which to take root. In the same way, what I give you must be nurtured with wisdom before it is exposed to the multitude. If you speak too soon, you may unintentionally place something still young beneath the weight of questions, comparison, judgments, and watchful eyes that it was never meant to bear at this stage. You have longed for someone to understand you, acknowledge you, and rejoice over your progress. That desire does not make you weak, for everyone longs to share joy with others. But I am teaching you a new level of maturity. Not every joy needs to be announced. Not every achievement needs to be explained. And not every open door must immediately be revealed to others. Some victories need to remain known only between you and me for a season. Silence at the right time is not a sign of insecurity. It is a covering that protects what is growing within your life. There may be people around you who genuinely love you and sincerely desire good things for you. But there may also be those who are not yet healthy enough within themselves to receive your transformation with a pure heart. They may smile and speak gracious words, while inwardly being stirred by comparison. Do not become resentful toward them because of this. You have not been called to live in bitterness or suspicion. I simply want you to remain discerning. Wisdom does not mean viewing everyone as an enemy. Wisdom means knowing who should be permitted into the most private rooms of your life, who should only see the results after everything has become established, and who must be loved from a peaceful distance. The increase that is coming is not limited to money. It may be an opportunity that changes the direction of your life, a connection that brings you to the right place, a position that allows you to use abilities you have never had the chance to express, or a resource that arrives at the very moment you believe every road has closed. It may also come as clarity, credibility, influence, support, or the freedom to no longer be bound by old anxieties. Whatever form it takes, you will recognize my hand upon it, because it will not only enlarge your life, but will also place greater responsibility within your hands. Do not confuse abundance with permission to live carelessly. The more you are given, the more wisely you must learn to steward it. What comes to you is not intended to feed your pride, nor is it meant to help you prove that you are better than others. I do not raise you up so that you may look down upon anyone. I raise you up so that you can reach down, help the weary stand again, and show them that faithfulness during unseen seasons is never meaningless. A blessing becomes beautiful only when it passes through hands that know how to share. through a grateful heart, and through decisions guided by integrity. Remember the seasons when you prayed but did not see an immediate answer. You once wondered why others moved ahead so quickly while you seemed to remain in the same place. Yet that very period, which appeared to be a delay, protected you from receiving too early what you were not yet strong enough to preserve. I used the days of scarcity to teach you appreciation, the moments of being overlooked to form humility within you, and the disappointments to free you from placing your worth in the approval of others. Now that you understand, your value does not come from the amount of money you possess or from the way others look at you. You can enter a new season without losing yourself. When the change begins, do not allow your emotions to sweep you into hasty decisions. Slow down. Observe. Consider carefully, and learn to establish order in everything newly entrusted to you. Do not spend merely to prove that you have entered a different position. Do not create a glamorous image while your inner foundation remains unstable. What I am building for you requires endurance, not display. True wealth is not found in making everyone aware of what you possess, but in being able to live freely. Help where help is truly needed. Prepare wisely for the future, and possess enough peace that money does not control you. I also want you to understand that not every good-looking opportunity should be named as a blessing immediately. Some doors appear bright at first, but lead you away from peace. Therefore, when an opportunity arises, do not look only at the numbers or promises. Look at the fruit it produces within you. Does it make you hurried, proud, restless, and distant from what is good? Or does it help you become more responsible, more generous, more grounded, and more capable of serving others? What is truly meant for you will never require you to betray the values that kept you standing through your most difficult seasons. There will come a time when you sense everything beginning to move more quickly than you imagined. A meeting, an offer, or a decision that seems insignificant may become a major turning point. Yet even when change arrives suddenly, you must keep your feet upon the ground of humility. Do not allow outward speed to rob you of inward stillness. You do not need to run around explaining to everyone what I have done for you. The right results will speak for themselves at the appointed time. What has been built upon a firm foundation does not need to be defended forever through words. Some will be surprised when they see you emerge from your former season. Some will doubt. Some will question. And others will assume that you were merely fortunate. You do not need to argue. Let the way you live become your answer. Your kindness when you possess more. Your peace when you are elevated. And your honesty amid significant choices will reveal the source of what is taking place. Do not lower yourself to respond to small-minded words. Do not turn your blessing into a battlefield on which you attempt to prove something to those who once looked down upon you. You are being brought out of the old place, not so that you may return and argue with it, but so that you may move forward with clean hands and a light heart. I am not asking you to remain silent forever, but only until the new thing has taken root deeply enough. There will be an appropriate time for you to tell your story, not as an act of boasting, but as encouragement for someone who is losing hope. Then you will be able to speak of the days when you lacked without shame, of the doors that once closed without bitterness, and of restoration without making anyone feel inferior. Your story will carry power when it is told from a place that has been healed, rather than from a need to be admired. Therefore, my child, receive this new season with gratitude, But keep your steps gentle. Rejoice without becoming loud. Prepare without becoming hasty. And move forward without requiring everyone's agreement. What is entrusted to you may arrive in a form very different from what you once imagined, but it will carry a clarity you cannot deny. When that moment comes, you will understand that your days of waiting were never wasted. They formed within you a person calm enough not to destroy what you once prayed for, wise enough to protect what is precious, and generous enough to transform abundance into a blessing for many others. I am not only preparing a gift for you, I am preparing you to become someone who can carry that gift far beyond the boundaries of your own life. Do not dismiss what I have gently revealed to you, for the peace within you is more valuable than any outward appearance of harmony that you must force yourself to maintain. There have been times when you believed that silently enduring was the best way to avoid conflict. But I want you to understand that patience without boundaries can gradually exhaust your heart. You do not need to create a harsh confrontation, nor must you use severe words to prove that you are right. What you must do is clearly recognize what is disturbing the peace I have placed within you, and then calmly protect that place of peace with maturity. You have already passed through too many trials to allow hidden intentions to pull you back into confusion. Your calling is not insignificant. What you have learned is not meaningless, and the road ahead is far too precious for you to surrender authority over it to those who do not understand the value of what I am building within your life. Therefore, when I guide you to slow down or maintain necessary distance, I am not urging you to run away. I am teaching you the art of withdrawing with discernment, of stopping before the wound becomes deeper, and of preserving what is good before it is gradually worn away. Fear causes you to turn your back in chaos, but wisdom enables you to leave in peace. You do not need to explain every decision to everyone who is curious, nor do you need another person's permission to protect your own well-being. Some distances are not created by coldness, but by reverence for what I am restoring within you. Some doors need to be closed, not because you resent those standing outside, but because sacred things inside the room must be protected. When others do not understand your decision, allow time to answer on your behalf. For a right decision does not lose its value simply because it has not yet received everyone's approval. Whenever I allow you to recognize that something is not right, I do not do so to push you into endless suspicion. I am simply increasing the light so that your feet do not stumble over what could have been avoided. Your sight is limited, but I see what is hidden beneath gentle words, the motives beneath actions that appear harmless, and the consequences of things that have not yet happened. Therefore, when a quiet but persistent warning arises within your heart, do not immediately dismiss it because you fear that you may be overthinking. Draw near to me, quiet your mind, and allow discernment to become clear one step at a time. Not every feeling of uneasiness is guidance, but what I warn you about will not drive you into chaos. It will continue to remind you through a deep sense of awareness, causing you to understand that you must observe more carefully, speak less, and proceed more cautiously. The person influencing you may not be fully aware of the harm they are causing. They may be acting from immaturity, from wounds that have not yet been healed, or from a habit of thinking only of themselves. Yet, their inability to understand the full effect of their actions does not mean you must remain still and continue receiving every consequence. Compassion does not require you to stay in a situation that continually wears you down. Forgiveness does not force you to reopen every door that once caused you to lose your peace. You may look upon that person with mercy while still maintaining a healthy distance. You may refuse to hold anger while also refusing to allow the same pattern to repeat itself. I am not teaching you to become so hardened that you close your heart to everyone. But neither do I want you to believe that love means accepting disrespect. True love always walks together with truth. And truth will help you understand when to remain and build, and when to step back so that further harm may be prevented. For this reason, the most important thing in this season is that you remain closely connected to me. When the voices around you become confusing, return to the stillness where you can hear my gentle instruction. The more firmly you hold to that guidance, the less power confusion will have over you. You will no longer need to analyze every glance, every word, or every slight change in order to find an answer. Because a quiet stability will gradually be established within you that cannot easily be shaken. Discernment does not come from knowing every secret hidden within another person. It comes from clearly understanding what agrees with the values, direction, and peace I have given you. When you know where you are going, you will no longer be held back by relationships that constantly cause you to doubt yourself. When you remember who you are, you will no longer need to chase the approval of those who can only see you through the limitations of their own perception. Beloved child, you are not alone in this moment, nor have you been abandoned among things that remain unclear. I am surrounding you with awareness to recognize what is happening, courage to act, and calmness to keep you from reacting hastily. The emotions you are experiencing are not necessarily signs of weakness. Sometimes they are the way your heart tells you that a boundary has been crossed, a value has been dishonored, or something needs to change. Instead of blaming yourself for being sensitive, learn to listen to what those emotions are trying to reveal. I am using this season to make you more perceptive without making you fragile, stronger without making you hard, and more cautious without causing you to distrust everyone. True maturity does not make you incapable of feeling pain. It teaches you what to do when pain appears, how to keep it from governing your words, and how to bring it to the place where I can heal it. A profound transformation is quietly taking place within your life. And because of this, the relationships around you are also beginning to change. As you enter a new stage, not everyone who walked with you through the former one will be able to continue alongside you. Some will naturally drift away because your rhythms and purposes no longer meet. Others will reveal things that were previously hidden, causing you surprise or sorrow. There will also be those who are not bad people, yet their presence no longer agrees with the direction I am opening before you. Do not quickly call every separation a loss. Some departures create the necessary space for healthier things to enter. Some relationships end not because you have failed, but because they have completed their purpose for a particular season. If you attempt to hold on to everyone simply because you fear emptiness, you may unintentionally prevent the renewal I am preparing. Therefore, receive these changes with clear eyes and a heart free from bitterness. You do not need to resist what is naturally leaving your life, nor must you chase after anyone who has chosen to walk in another direction. Allow those who must leave to depart in peace, and remain grateful for whatever good once existed. At the same time, do not forget to gather wisdom from the experiences that caused you pain. I do not want you to carry resentment through the new door, but I do want you to enter with clearer boundaries, more mature discernment, and restored self-respect. You are being led to a place where peace is no longer something you must beg others to give you, because it has become a foundation within you. When you stand firmly upon that foundation, those who draw near will have to learn to respect what I have established, while everything that does not belong will gradually lose its place. Trust me in this process, for I do not remove what is healthy merely to leave you empty. I am clearing away the entanglements so that you may walk more freely into a future prepared with love, protection, and light. A person of influence will not merely open a door before you, but will also help you recognize a path that has quietly existed for a long time, though you did not previously possess the vision to see it. As that path becomes illuminated, you will begin to realize that possibilities you once considered far beyond your reach are actually drawing nearer each day. The limitations you have grown accustomed to accepting are not the final boundaries of your life. They are only the marks of an old journey you have already surpassed. I want you to understand that what you have experienced cannot determine the fullness of what you will become. The past may teach you, shape you, and cause you to mature, but it has no authority to lock away your future. A new horizon is gradually opening, and the most important question is not whether you can see the entire road, but whether you are willing to leave behind your former way of thinking and receive something greater. Do not ask why such an opportunity would come to you, and do not assume too quickly that it exceeds your abilities. What is approaching is not a garment too large for your shoulders, but an answer to what has been cultivated quietly within you over many years. Every time you remained patient when you were misunderstood, every moment you kept trying when no one was watching, and every decision you made to preserve integrity amid difficult circumstances caused you to grow. You may not have recognized that change because it happened gradually, but I have seen every step of your development. Therefore, when the new door appears, you will not be someone standing before it by accident. You were prepared through seasons in which nothing seemed to be happening, shaped through delays, and taught how to remain standing during days when you could only move forward by faith. Doubt will certainly attempt to tell you that you are not ready. It will remind you of your past mistakes, magnify your weaknesses, and cause you to compare yourself with those who appear more capable. But remember that readiness does not mean you must know everything beforehand or be entirely free from fear. Readiness means knowing that you still have much to learn without refusing to move forward. It means being able to tremble without running away. It means remaining faithful even when you cannot yet see the outcome. Do not allow insecurity to speak more loudly than the evidence of growth your life has already revealed. You do not need to become someone else in order to be worthy of entering this new season. You only need to carry sincerity, humility, and a willingness to learn. These qualities will take you farther than any outward appearance of confidence. However, when opportunity begins to unfold, you must remain alert. Do not allow joy to make you impulsive, and do not allow the feeling of being recognized to cause you to abandon caution. Not every beautiful promise should be accepted immediately, and not every open road should be entered without careful consideration. I want you to listen more, observe more closely, and create enough quiet space to discern the true nature of what is happening. Pay attention to how people treat those who cannot benefit them. Observe whether their words are supported by their actions and whether respect remains when circumstances are no longer convenient. A right opportunity will never require you to sacrifice your peace, dignity, or the good principles that have preserved you Until this day, wisdom does not cause useless delay. It helps you receive the right thing, in the right way, and at the right time. Some people lose what is precious not because they were never given an opportunity, but because they rush to seize it before understanding the responsibility attached to it. Do not ask only what you will receive. Ask what kind of person this opportunity will require you to become. A new position may bring recognition, but it may also require greater discipline from you. A new door may provide greater resources, but it will also place greater responsibility in your hands. Your voice may be heard by more people, but because of this, every word you speak must arise from discernment and compassion. What is given to you is not meant only to make you visible, but to enable you to create a good influence and support those who need a steady hand. When you act with awareness, you protect the seed that has just been planted in your life. Yet, if you allow fear to control you, you may misunderstand even the things intended to help you grow. Fear can cause you to distrust sincere people or, on the other hand, to believe too quickly those who merely tell you what you want to hear. Therefore, I remind you not to make decisions when your heart is overly excited, deeply anxious, or desperate to prove your worth. Allow peace to return before you choose. What belongs to you will not require you to lose yourself in order to keep it. You do not need to compete, display yourself, or attempt to please everyone. Walk according to the character you formed during unseen days. For that character is the foundation that will keep you standing when the circumstances around you begin to change. You are not being raised up merely to enjoy a brief moment and then return to your former place. You are being positioned for a season that is longer, deeper, and more meaningful. Therefore, your thinking must expand, your habits must be adjusted, and your faith must be cared for each day. What was sufficient for the previous journey may no longer be sufficient for the road ahead. You will need to manage your time more wisely, keep your promises more carefully, and learn to say no to what distracts you from your purpose. You must also guard your humility, for the more visible you become, the more you must remember the days when you walked in obscurity. Do not allow new recognition to make you disregard those who remained beside you before anyone knew your name. A grateful heart will keep your steps from wandering away from the right path. There will be times when everything around you moves so rapidly that you feel as though you are standing in an entirely different world. Relationships may change. The rhythm of life may become busier, and new responsibilities may leave you feeling weary. When this happens, do not immediately conclude that you made the wrong choice simply because you are not yet accustomed to it. Newness often brings unfamiliarity, but unfamiliarity does not always mean danger. I will lead you one step at a time, not by revealing every detail in advance, but by giving you enough light for the next decision. You only need to remain faithful to the step before you. Do not attempt to reach the end of the road in a single day. And do not worry about problems that have not yet appeared. Strength will be given to you for each stage, and understanding will grow together with experience. You have passed through too many trials to return to the way of thinking that once imprisoned you. You have learned how to rise after disappointment, how to remain silent in the face of unfair words, and how to continue sowing what is good even when you could not yet see a harvest. Those lessons were not meaningless. They are becoming valuable resources that will help you enter a place where your worth is recognized. Your presence is appreciated, and your voice carries weight. But remember that a voice of weight does not come from speaking more loudly than others. It comes from a consistent life. A meaningful presence does not come from a title. It is formed by the way you cause others to feel respected, encouraged, and seen. Therefore, my child, do not resist this transition merely because it differs from everything you have known. This difference has not come to confuse you, but to confirm that an old stage has been completed and that you are entering a part of life prepared over many years. Receive the opportunity with gratitude without losing awareness. Walk courageously without becoming proud. Trust while still exercising discernment. I do not want you to chase outward signs in order to prove your faith. What I desire to see is transformation in the way you live, the way you choose, and the way you treat others. Let every step become confirmation that you are ready. Another person may open the door, but it is your maturity, discipline, and faithfulness that will enable you to complete the road beyond it. Even during the times when you walk through a silence in which no one seems to understand you, I want you to know that you have never truly been left alone. Every battle you endured quietly, and every time you wiped away your own tears before continuing forward, was silently shaping you into someone deeper, calmer, and more steadfast. The things you believed were only wounds are becoming the foundation for new strength. The days when you thought you were falling behind were actually the times when I was teaching you how to stand without depending upon anyone's applause. A time will come when the people around you begin to notice that you have changed. They will see within you a calmness that cannot easily be disturbed, a clearer vision concerning the things that once confused you, and a strength that no longer needs to display itself in order to be acknowledged. You will not need to announce that you have matured, because the way you respond, the way you choose, and the way you preserve peace amid uncertainty will speak for you. Some will admire this transformation, but others will become confused, doubtful, or even uneasy, because you are no longer someone who can be easily influenced as you once were. When that happens, do not make yourself smaller merely to preserve a false sense of harmony. You do not need to return to your former self just to make others feel comfortable. The transformation taking place within you is not a mistake, nor is it something for which you must seek anyone's permission. It is a necessary part of the road appointed for you. Remain humble, but do not confuse humility with denying your own worth. Remain gentle, but do not allow gentleness to become an open door through which others continually cross your boundaries. The delays that once disappointed you taught you how to wait without despair. The rejections that once wounded you helped you understand that not every closed door represents a loss. The broken places that once caused you to doubt yourself are now becoming evidence that you can rebuild your life with wisdom, discernment, and courage. Not one of your tears has been forgotten, and not one lesson you endured was meaningless. Everything is being joined together to form a firm foundation so that you no longer live according to fear, but learn to guide each step with understanding. Therefore, my child, continue to grow without apologizing for the light becoming brighter within you. You do not need to fight in order to rise above others. You only need to remain faithful to what is right and has been awakened within you. I am teaching you to walk with confidence without pride, with strength without coldness, and with a peace that does not depend upon circumstances. You did not pass through all those difficult seasons merely to return to the place where you began. Stand upright. Keep your heart pure. and continue moving forward. For you are becoming someone capable of guiding your own life with wisdom, courage, and a faith that can no longer be easily shaken.